Hello.
Hello and
Oh,
welcome to Podro Pascal, the Podro Pascal podcast. I am your co-host, Rachel Leishman. I am joined this time by our lovely producer Ashley,
hello. Hello.
and
I'm so
we
sad
are
you sound so
talking.
bad.
It's so funny because everyone feels bad for me, and it was just like I was at Star Wars Celebration.
That's
It's
fair.
because I was screaming and running around and not drinking water that I've been dealing with this since I got back.
Yeah.
But guys, we're behind, so we'll keep it short, we'll keep it sweet. We'll talk about the episode, and then I will shower and go to bed. So that hopefully I can have a voice eventually.
Hopefully.
But so we're talking about episode 6 of The Mandalorian, which is I don't even remember what it's called. Do you remember what it's called?
Guns for hire.
Thank you. I was like, I don't remember what it's called. But it is the episode where Jack Black and Lizzo
Yes.
basically hire Din and Bo-Katan to like go figure out why all the droids are trying to kill everybody.
We got
Which
some pretty cool
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
I thought it ruled. Ashley, what did you think overall about this episode?
I it just felt like totally crazy the whole time. I was just like things kept happening and I was just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then Lizzo showed up and then Jack Black showed up and then the like prequel droids and whatever. I was just like, I don't know, I thought it was super fun. And then the like chase scenes and I really liked it. No notes.
Yeah, I think it got like a bit of a bad rap because people were like, "Oh, what are all these cameos?" It's
Yeah.
Star Wars. Who
Who
cares?
cares?
It's not like it's like reinventing the wheel. It's Star Wars.
It's fun. It's supposed
But
to be fun.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's stupid. It's fun. It's just kind of exciting to see, and I think people were just mean to be mean.
I
I
agree.
didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was anything like so crazy good. I just thought it was fun.
Yeah. It doesn't always need to be like mind blowing like plot and story. Like it's okay to just like have fun. I feel like a lot of the
Exactly.
season's been like that.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so to get right in, the episode features Din and Bo are like on a mission because Bo Katan had talked to the armor. She was like, "Go bring your Mandalorians here." So she goes to find where her like ships were, like her fleet. But
Yeah.
everything's changed. There's new people in charge. And she's just kind of like, I want to go to my ship. And they're like, no, you gotta go see Captain Bombardier first. And Captain Bombardier is Jack Black.
So great.
Yeah, who's married to Lizzo, the Duchess. And I think
Yes.
it's really so weird and cool that these two just like appear
Yeah.
and are like, oh hey, we're married. Here's our fancy dinner party.
It kind of gave off Canto Bite vibes, but like without the like Vegas part, I guess. Like
Yeah,
everything looked
I
fancy.
it was like the rich people party that you're like, I don't
Yeah.
know that I can trust you guys, but I'm here for it.
Looks like a good time.
Yeah, it looks like a good time, but also maybe you're gonna murder someone. Like this might turn into a most dangerous game situation.
Yeah.
Can't be sure. Can't be too sure. But then, so the whole thing is like, they're like, oh, but our droids are all of a sudden acting out, and you need to help us figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, the Duchess just like adopts Grogu.
Grogu's
Like
not complaining.
instant.
He's like, she's gonna feed me? Why not?
She's like, it's my best friend now. I love her. She loves me. We're besties. And Din's just like, all right, bye, dude. See you later. Um, and it's really funny just because like Din throughout this entire season tries to like tell Grogu like no, and Grogu's like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's
And he
like I'm
just
growing
does it
up,
anyway.
right?
Yeah, and like the it then leads into another cameo. They have this dinner party. Jack Black and Lizzo are like, okay, like go figure out what's going on with the droids. And he's like, you got it. And then they go to Christopher Lloyd so that he can tell them what's going on with the droids. And it's like, all right.
He's like
I
their
guess
head of
Doc Brown
security or
knows.
something, right?
Yeah, Doc Brown runs things.
Okay.
And so Doc Brown runs things. He's like, here's the bare minimum of information. So Din is like, got it. And he eventually gets to go down to where, what is the species called? I can't remember. The Nick Nolte people.
Oh, Ognaughts.
Yeah. Um, he goes to like the Nick Noltes and he's like, hey guys, we need your help. And they're ignoring him and Bo. They're like, we're not helping you. And then he says something and he goes, I have spoken. And they're like,
Yeah, Pukatan's not being very like nice to them. She's just
no,
like kind of accusing them a little bit, and he's like, "No, don't insult them. That's like so rude."
you're being rude. And it's like, sure, but also she didn't know. She didn't hang out with
Right? That's
them
fair.
and know like when they're done talking, they're done talking. They're just like,
How do they
I
just
have
all know each
spoken.
other too? Like, he's like, "Oh, I know this one," and they're like, "Ah, yes, we know him."
Ah, yes, Nick Nolte.
Yeah,
I know him well. Yeah, I don't know. It's so funny because it is truly like a spider webbing.
yeah,
Like they
like a
just are like,
network
yeah,
of them. Yeah,
that guy, yeah, I know him. Him and my mom were friends. But yeah, and then so they're basically like the thing is this entire episode is everyone telling them to go somewhere else.
yeah, they're
Like
all over the place.
it's just like, oh yeah, go to this guy, go to that guy, go to this guy. But then they see like they do at one point see the droids malfunctioning in the way that they're like, oh shit, there is something going wrong with them.
Hmm.
But it's very funny that it takes them that long to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
So, the, so like I don't even. Here's the thing about this episode. I enjoyed it. Couldn't tell you what happens in the middle part. I just
Oh
know that they go
no.
on a bunch of little things. No, it's because it's just like, yeah, they go to this guy. This guy does this.
Yeah,
He tells them to do this, and it's just like a conglomerate of all of those things,
it's like a
which
wild
I'm
goose
like,
chase.
yeah. And I don't dislike it, but I'm always like, it's hard to like in my brain then be like this, and this, and like
Hmm.
label it.
I think the Ognaughts give them like, hey, this is where we found the like droids that have been messing up. You should go there and see if they know anything. And that's how
Oh
they end
yeah,
up
the
with like,
bar.
yeah, the there, and then they go to what is oh, it's in the like juice or whatever that they're serving at the bar, the like droid bar.
Yeah, because isn't there like a thing? And then Din and them are like, this thing is fucking them up.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I also don't remember this episode very well.
Well, because it is kind of just like, oh yeah, like they
Yeah,
go here, here, and here. I remember the beginning, and I remember the end. Everything in the
yeah,
middle is kind of hodgepodge. What they've that's guys, I said short and sweet because I have no voice, and also this episode was short and sweet. But so the point is, it's like they get to a point of this whole fight where they realize who they think is behind it, and it's Christopher Lloyd. And the whole thing is that he's like, they shouldn't be serving us. This planet is filled with people who don't do anything because the
yeah,
droids do it for them, which is like a really interesting thing that we just don't unpack. But like, it is fascinating that like all of these people, like the droids can do it, and he's like, no, they have agency.
yeah.
They know
But then the
things,
droids
and
want
you're
to
just
do it. You find that out at the bar. They're just like, what else are we supposed to do if they don't need us? Like, we have so much to give and we're here for such a long time, but like, they're not. So why would we not help them? I don't know.
yeah, Christopher Lloyd. Maybe if you listen to them, they're like, no,
Right?
we're good, buddy. Don't do that. Don't help. And he's like, I'll save you. And they're like, please don't.
What makes me think of L3 from Solo, who was like trying to liberate the droids. And she's just like,
Yes, she was.
freedom. And they're like, did you ask them if you wanted freedom?
It's just you, girl, and you're free.
Yeah.
Like, it was just you.
I mean, it worked well for her. She got to hang out with Lando.
And then she died.
That's true. But, you know,
She had to hang out with Lando until she died. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's like in theory, I understand Christopher Lloyd's like, I feel bad for them. All these lazy people, like I'm one of the only people with a job. Like it was
mhm.
internalized and he turned it on the droids and was like, I'm gonna save the droids. And it's like, no, you're just mad that you have to work.
It's like when a work situation goes down and you're not supposed to speak for other people and how they feel about stuff, but you want to, like, no, they feel the same way. It's like, but you don't
Yeah.
know,
You're like, sorry. You're like, I don't know that you don't know that Jerry doesn't want to do that. No one's
right?
asking Jerry.
Jerry's got to say something before you, like, say he does, you know, I guess.
But yeah, and so then they go back upstairs. Din and Bo were like, we found him. It's Christopher Lloyd. And they're like, oh shit, you, how dare you? Um, and Grogu has been just playing croquet with Lizzo this entire time. He has
Living the high
no
life.
he has no idea what's been going on. He didn't care about the droids. He's like, croquet. Um, and he gets knighted.
That was so cute.
Grogu becomes Sir Grogu because Lizzo's like, I love you so much. Um, I love it for him.
Yeah.
I think it's very cute, but it is funny that he is now technically Sir.
I mean, if anyone deserves it, it's him. He's been saving the day
You are
since like day
true,
one.
or you are correct. But yeah, it's so cute. And so then you think like Bombardier is like, yes, go to your ships. And so you think the episode's probably gonna like round off
Hmm.
soonish. But instead, then we go into this other fucking place on this planet where all of Bo Katan's former clan is.
I didn't realize she had
Here's
so
what
many ships.
me either. There were like 9 of them. Here's the thing. Axe Wolf's hot. Or Axe
Yes,
Wolf's hot. He's nuts, but he's hot.
I agree. I think
Just
the
because it's
hottest
like,
ones are always just like a little crazy.
yeah, he's always trying to fight somebody. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, what exactly are you doing? Axe. Why are you trying to fight everybody?
Did he want the dark saber to like rule over everybody? I don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
what
kind
you
of the
do?
like vibe I got.
Yeah, he's interesting. So he's there. He's like, what are you doing here? And she's like, the armor told me we all need to be together. Axe instead wants to fight. So they start like brawling in the middle of this field, which why?
Why not?
Like it's so weird. It's such a weird fight.
It's very like pissing contest. Like I'm stronger than you. I deserve these
Yeah.
ships more than you. That's my stuff, but you left. Kind of like I don't know.
It's like he's mad, but he has never learned how to use his words.
Yeah,
Like, he's like,
he's
I'm mad
got
you
some anger
left,
issues.
but he's like, I'm mad you left. However, I'm not going to communicate that in any way, shape, or form. We're going to fight it out.
And then she wins, and he's like, "Well, we can't follow you anyway. You don't have the dark saber."
Oh my God. It's
Like, okay,
between
cool.
him and Paz Vizsla with the like, oh, you did all this? Well, too bad. I don't want you.
Hmm.
You can't do it anymore. What is it with the Mandalorians? Like, I'm gonna
I
make you
don't
do all this
know.
work and I'm gonna tell you, nope, just kidding. No, no, no. Like the fuck.
Just trying to make you work
But
hard.
yeah, I guess. But Bo Katan does take him out. Um, and then as Ashley said, he's like, but you don't have the dark saber, we're not gonna follow you anyway. And then Din Djarin is like, well, actually,
Hold my son.
Hold my son. There was a moment where I lost control of the saber and she got it. So it's hers. And they all just went, okay, agreed. And I was just like, y'all have so many rules. This man just goes,
Right?
trust me, this is it. And they go, okay, I
I feel like
believe
they
you.
always make it such a bigger deal. They're like, no, you have to kill them to get the dark saber, blah blah blah. It's like, no, you could just disarm someone and then save them.
Well, you first have to be disarmed by a weird metal thing
Yeah.
in the mines of Mandalore. And then drop the saber when you do it.
None of it makes sense.
But the point is, Bo-Katan has the dark saber. And the episode ends with Bo-Katan just like standing with the dark saber in her hand, which is a cool shot. And then you
Yeah.
remember, you're like, yeah, does it make sense how she got that?
No.
Nope, I don't care. She's got it though, and it's cool.
She didn't protest, which I thought was interesting. It's like, but you
Because
were
she
like, we're so
normally
up in
would.
arms. Yeah. Suddenly it's okay because she's in front of, hundreds of people.
What I think she also realizes in that moment, I have to do this. Because
Yeah.
if I don't, it's not gonna work. Like, they're not going to follow me. But still, yeah, it's weird.
This whole episode is like a little weird.
Yeah. I don't want to say it feels like a filler episode because it doesn't, but it is a little just like, why?
Yeah.
You could have had her go there, done that meeting and that fight in the beginning of an episode, and then had a whole episode.
I feel like they've drawn things out a lot this season and just like put in like fun things, which are enjoyable, but the like story as a whole could, I think, definitely fit into like 3 episodes, maybe 4.
Yeah, same. It's just like when you think about it, you're like, oh yeah, this is the plot of
Mm-hmm.
this season.
And we're finally getting to it, which is exciting, but it took so long to get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it'll be
Yeah.
really
So
sad if
what?
that's like the end of Den, like if he dies next episode and that was like
Jeez.
drawn out for so long. That would be such a
I don't
bummer.
think you will.
I don't want to put that in the universe.
I don't think he will, but who knows?
Yeah, no one knows. John Favreau knows, and Dave Filoni knows, and I guess Podro Pascal knows.
I guess the people who filmed the episode know, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen? We've seen episode 7, everybody. So like post episode 7, what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, after I edited the episode before this just finished and listening to some of the theories that he had, I never thought about the armorer being like a spy. I kept
That's
thinking those
apparently like
Mandalorians, yeah, it's everywhere now. I had no idea. But I thought those Mandalorians that were still on the planet were maybe the spies. I kept waiting
mhm.
for spies to show up. It wasn't very clear who they were, who the spies were to me. But yeah, the armorer like theory is not possible. Someone said they thought they
Yeah,
heard her voice in that council meeting at the beginning with Moff Gideon, like when they all say like "Long live the Empire," I think. Someone said they thought they heard her voice. I'll have to watch it again, but I don't know.
I
Yeah.
never trusted that bitch.
Yeah, she's always rubbed me the wrong way. She's just like too demanding. Her word is final, and that's just like a little sus.
As I said, I believe on this podcast, girl, what do you do?
Yeah.
Because all she does is sit there and make some armor.
Yeah, and making people run errands. And then taking their like profits too. I'm just like, what?
Feels imperial to me.
Yeah, I concur. And I didn't until this last episode and then seeing everybody talk about it. What do you think?
Feels sus. I think she's a big possibility. I don't think Din's dead. I think that's too easy.
Okay. Do you think they're going to take his helmet off in the next episode? Do you want them to? I guess in the sense, Mandel, they are right above probably like the mines and where he could redeem
He could go
himself
right back in
again.
the fucking water. He can go
Exactly.
right back in that fucking water. But yeah. I wanted him to do it because I think he has had agency every time he's taken his helmet off.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of a season where Din's coming to terms with the fact that someone else took it off.
Hmm.
Bonus points if it's the fucking armor. After that, all that shit, she
And
was
she
like,
takes her helmet off. Okay, now I kind of want that.
and she's
She's like,
like, twist
surprise.
bitch, twist
Yeah.
bitch, I tricked you.
Do you think Grogu's gonna save Din or Ahsoka or I don't know, who are you thinking? Bo?
Grogu, Grogu,
Yeah.
because he's the whole season's been like playing around, like he needs like a
Hmm.
big whoosh, and I think it's gonna be Keller and Beck gotta be around somewhere.
Yeah. We've
I
definitely
doubt if
seen
it's
his like,
those two.
yeah, his force abilities have definitely gotten stronger, I think, and we've seen that throughout.
Yeah,
And
this
in the
season
Boba
for
Fett
sure.
too, so
Yeah, and then we
I
have
don't know.
fucking the armorer.
Yeah. I don't know. She's just yeah.
I hate that bitch.
Just it's great. Like it feels like a I don't know, like a Knives Out kind of thing. Like you never know who the murderer is, and then you find out, and you're just like, oh my god. And then you watch back all the things that they've done, and you're like, oh, this all makes so much sense now. Hence your mug.
Yeah, I do think she's going to like. I don't know. I like the idea of her taking off her helmet, taking off his helmet,
Yeah.
being like, "Nothing matters, bitch."
Yeah.
Um,
I'm putting that out into the universe now. I
that'd
want
be a
that to
fun like.
happen.
You're stupid. But yeah, this was episode 6, Guns for Hire. Episode itself wasn't that long. We didn't talk that long because I don't have a voice. So when you guys get my Star
Recovering
Wars
mode.
Celebration episode, then you guys can deal with it because this is what Star Wars Celebration has done. This
The price you pay
the price I
for
pay
fun.
now. Oh my god! Now, did you hear when TJ was trying to sing this? And I
Yes.
was like, wait, no, 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 no. Look.
I left it. I left it all.
It was great. All right, here we go. Stash, 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 stash. The stash on everybody's lips is gonna be that.
Yeah, you made it.
I made
Barely.
it. Barely. Welcome to Stash of the Week, where we talk about our favorite stashes of the week. Um, he's done photo shoots. He's looking good. Ashley,
So
tell the
good.
people why you've chosen yours.
It's the fur coat. It's the cowboy boots. It's the belt. It's the
It's giving
smolder.
this. It's giving this to
Yeah,
me.
it
Like
really
he'd be
is.
like,
The
"Hey,
Italian hand.
Mambo." Yeah, he's like,
His stash looks good. He's got like the grays on his beard. You can see them. His hair looks fabulous. I'm sure Coco did it. He just looks good. And the jewelry he's wearing, like he doesn't really accessorize like on the day to day, but he looks nice in it. That's what I gotta say.
"Hey." That's what it is. It's the Italian. Yeah,
It is.
I picked this fire hydrant because there's nothing sexier than a man putting in the work. Um, I don't know. I find this hot.
He's got like flares on almost.
Those are a boot
And like
cut, but
boot
yeah.
cut, sorry.
But
Is it a
yeah, I don't
leather
know.
jacket?
It's like a leather t-shirt almost. But yeah,
Okay.
I just like it. I think it's hot. He's like, let me put out this fire. Um, that was my tame version of what I was thinking.
Nice.
But yeah, I think it's a good pick. His stash looks great. I'm gonna use this photo shoot for my stashes for like 2
I
more
know.
weeks because they're so good.
They're
They're
so
so
good.
good.
The one of
But
him on
yeah,
the mattress. Oof.
I can't talk about that in a PG setting.
That's valid.
Can't be talking about it. Ashley,
Yep.
tell the people where they can find you.
You can find us at Podro Pascal on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. That would be fabulous. Yeah, you don't need to find me anywhere. I'm on all the Podro socials. All right,
Ashley
Rachel,
does
what
run
about
the
you?
socials. You can follow me at Rachel Leishman on Twitter, at Rachel_Leishman on Instagram, and you can follow my work at the Mary Sue and Collider. Like, rate, review, subscribe, tweet at us, tell us your thoughts, and be our best friends. And until next time, bye.
Bye.